That doesn't make any sense. This week today we have two American professional guitars from Fender Musical Instruments. And doggone it all anyway, we got some crazy guitars. This is a Telecaster 3-tone sunburst with a 4-ply tortoiseshell pickguard. Woo! What a randy pirate guitar it is. I'm going to just share this quick, folks. I'm going to share it over here. Write post. I do want to write a post. I just want to share. Boom. That's what I did. Post. Pow. Did it. Go over here. Share it again. Where am I going? Over here. Where am I going? Group. Gristle Kingdom. Pow. All right. Now we're back. Folks, what's going down? What's going down? Whole lot of gristle is what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. I got a whole lot of gristle. I'm going straight into this doggone little gristle amplifier. And this is an American Professional 2 Telecaster. Sounds pretty damn good, I'm going to tell you that right now. What's great about it is, of course, it's tweaked out with all the things I like to tweak my old guitars out on. It's got treble bleed switch, so you don't lose any highs and turn down the volume. Ha ha! John asks, are the pickups slightly hotter? They do seem that way. These are these new vintage modern 2 single coils they have on this guitar. And it is pretty fat sounding for... Morgan says, greetings from 50 miles southeast of Wildwood. Well, you're a lot closer than I am, my friend. I'm in Wisconsin. I'd like to be out in Colorado. South Elgin, Illinois in the house. Tom, these do not have a 4-way switch, but it does have an S1 switch. So there's a push-pull pot on the tone control. So when I'm in the middle, it'll either be these are in parallel, and then when I pop it up, it's in series. So it's a little almost got kind of a P90 vibe here. See? And then, boo. So when I had an S1 switch on my old American Deluxe Ash Telecaster back in the day, I would use that setting for slide because it just adds a little bit more meat. Right? Adds a little meat to the situation. Yeah, what's cool about these bridges too, it's the bullet, the brass bullets. So, and they're compensated so you can actually tune them, but you can also use this as a top loader if you want. So you can do the regular back-loaded Telecaster. The top-loaded one's going to give it a little different twang, a little different sound to it. It's also going to shorten up the scale a little bit, so it might be a little easier to twinkle your twickles. Twinkle your twickles. Twinkle your twickles, ladies and gentlemen. Put that on a T-shirt. Twinkle your twickles. Yeah. That's a meaty sound, folks. 9.5-inch radius on these bad boys. They got the, what do they call those? I think they're 6120 frets, if I'm not mistaken. Narrow tall, 22 narrow tall fret. Wow, sorry. A lot of control there. Drade went a little wild. Drade gone wild. with the Tascam. Well, sorry, there I did it again. I had to do it again. For some reason, my brain said repeat, and I apologize for it. Anyway, alder body on these rascals. Can you dig it? Drake is back. I'm free. Can you dig it? It's a rosewood fingerboard, Patrick. Not Paul Farrow. It's rosewood fingerboard on these bad boys. And it's a gloss urethane. And there's a they call it supernatural satin urethane finish on the neck. Very comfy. Rolled edges on this bad boy. Very comfortable for engaging in spirited rock craft in whatever tone cave you might dwell in. Ladies and gentlemen, you might engage in some spirited rock craft. Can you dig that? It sounds good. Tom is asking what I'm playing. This is one of these new Fender American Professional 2 Telecasters. This in 3-tone sunburst. 4-ply tortoiseshell pickguard. Can you dig it? Job, and I'm newly born. Oh, a little Keith Moon there for you. Someone asked if I'm available for Skype lessons. Yes, I am. You just go to my website, gregkoch.com. You can see where to click right on there. I heard the new Jazzmasters have redesigned pickups, bridges. Yes, Casey, I'll be playing one of those probably next week. So don't forget to tune in. Actually, I might play it on Thursday if it comes. I might play it on Thursday. Today I've got a Strat and a Tele. I got to tell you, I'm digging these. They sound good. I want to know what you're plugged into. Ha 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 ha! Damien! Ooh. I'm plugged into the prototype of my next amp with Koch amplifiers. This is called the Little Gristle, which has a gain, a master, a tone control, and a reverb, and one tube. It's got a EL34 in it, although you can swap it out for a 6L6. But right now it's got the EL34, and it's either on 12 watts or 4 watts. I do have it on the 12-watt mode right now because I like more. So if I turn it down, cleans up. If I turn up the guitar, you hear that action? Oh. Whoa. Been so long. How loud is it in the room there, Greg? It's damn loud. And that's the way we like it. Although it's only 12 watts, it's an efficient 12 watts, single 12-inch speaker. The bigger cabinet, that it's bigger than what a deluxe would be, and it just resonates a little bit. Hello from Germany, where we know how to pronounce Koch. Herr Koch. Oh, man, I love it. When I'm in Germany, sometimes I just call down to the front desk just to hear him say it. Yes, Herr Koch. I just wanted to hear it said right. Instead of Koch, 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 Kichi, Koch. Doesn't matter what I do, people are going to say it wrong. I should have when I went to college. There was a gal there named Kim Cook. She said cook. That's what it means in German. It means cook or chef or whatevs. And I said, no, that's not the way Grandpa said it. I'm not going to go with cook. If I'd have went with cook, how easy would that have been? How do you say your name? It's Cook. They'd still get it wrong, though. But people just want to say, Koch. Koch. I should have just changed my first name to Majestic. That's what I joked the other day. That would have just set everybody straight. Am I right or am I right? What? Sorry. It sounds awesome, is what it does. Sounds killer. It's got the recessed, what would we call this back here? It's shaved off there so it's more comfy when you're up here. I've often made the joke that it's a little cheating because usually when you're up here and that pointed edge of the neck heel is poking into your hand, people think you're actually feeling it, but you're actually in pain. You're going, oh, ow, ee. And now it's like, this doesn't feel like that. So you got to fake it. You know what I mean? It's more comfy up there is what I'm saying. So you'll have to worry about other things to torture your soul, but not that fourth corner of that neck heel that just pounding into your palm. What? You get the idea of what I'm talking about. American Professional 2. It's a special axe for me and you. For those of you who didn't hear me earlier, doggone it, it's got 3 brass bullet saddles, but you can use it as a stregular. That's not a word. Strangulation. Maybe it is now. What? Anyway, you can go in the back of the guitar here like you normally do, or you can be a top loader. It's got holes there for you can be a top loading telly. Then it's a little different twang. A little different twang for you. Less is the lessons. Yeah, I guess that's it. Lessens the tension a little bit, so you can go. Can you dig it? The Strat. I'm getting there, man. It's only 24 after the hour. I got to give props to it. Is that a sparkle burst? What the Strat? All right, I'm going to get to the damn Strat. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. Oh. I'm putting down the American Professional 2 Telecaster. What a weapon of disaster. Oh, yeah. This right here, look at this. I like this color. You know what they call this color? I got to look for it. What are they calling it? Oh, they call it Dark Night. Behold. Let's do a close-up. Behold the dark night. It's like you're going into a mysterious beyond. I got to make careful that they see the light that shines in my face, that big O, the O of truth. But I have to get it just right so that you can see it and not see the O. See that? Dark Night finish. I dig it. As you can see, it also has the contoured neck heel so that you can go up there and just raise unholy havoc when you're with your Schweedling up here. Looks like a reverse blue burst. Matty K, you got it. Oh, diggy. Cleans up real nice. It sounds glorious. Oh. Right? Not a compound radius, just 9.5-inch radius. The frets are what they're, the pickups are just what they're calling the Vintage Modern 2 single coils, and there's 3 of them on here. The first tone control handles the neck and middle pickup. And the bottom one does just the bridge. And there is a push-pull pot on the second tone control that allows you to get the brings the neck pickup in the first 2 positions. So if I'm in this back in the bridge position, and I pop up, hit the push button, I get the neck and bridge pickup. My nail is getting all messed up. Catching the strings. Son of a gun. Anyways, I do love Stratocasters. I played Strat was my main guitar for about 10 years. Can you dig that? Greg, did I hear you say the Koch is coming out with a Greg Jr.? Yes, there's a Greg Jr. amp, actually the brains of which is this one behind me right here. That's the head of it, which will be a 50-watt 2-channel amp. That is basically the guts of what the Greg amp is, but without the harmonic vibrato and the OTS circuit. So it's got it's going to have a single 12-inch. But the amp I'm playing through now is this little tweed jobber right behind my buttocks. And that is going to be called the Little Gristle. And that is a simple one-channel amp with a master and a volume, which are called Gristle and More. And one tone control and a reverb. Single 12-inch speaker. And that's what I'm playing through right now. I just turn it up and go. Someone asked if I remember Doug Lady. Of course I do. Of course I remember Doug Lady. Doug Lady has my same birthday, as a matter of fact. This is a version of the Cannonball Rag. So on and so forth. Listen to that sweet, sweet two position. Now, it could either be just two, which is bridge, of course, and middle. I can hit that. Now it's all three pickups. Want to get down on the damn ground. I don't even know what just happened to me. I was taken away on a magical carpet ride to the land of cocaine. You can hear this guitar sounds damn good. All the positions sound pretty doggone delicious. We are lazy. You just stay in bed. Sounds pretty good, this doggone guitar. 1,500 smokers? Is that what these things cost? Something like that? Smokers? I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. Pretty versatile guitar. It's all kind of tricked out. They come in some cool colors. This, of course, it's got a rosewood fingerboard. And this color they're calling Dark Knight. Night. It's all right. Ah. Sorry, I got a little crazy there for a minute. Black Knight I was playing instead of Dark Knight, but I think you know what I'm saying. Jesus just left the Schwabenon. That's a small town in Wisconsin by Green Bay. And he's bound for Platteville, Wisconsin. Boy, Jesus is spending a lot of time behind the cheddar curtain. Something just went haywire. Something just went on the crazy side. It said, holy cats, I can't take the power of rock. I should mention I took these right out of the case before the live stream. Are these pickups noiseless? They are not. They are regular single coils, but they are of the new V-Mod 2 variety that they're putting in these new American Professional 2s. I dig it. It's a damn nice guitar. Actually, that was a song. It's the same riff as One Way Out, but that's a Deep Purple song called Blue. Thoughts on the push-pull pots? I think it's great. It's something I would always do to my Strats anyway back in the day. I put a push-pull pot so I could get the back, front, and all three pickup combination, and they've done it. So when I do, it's actually a push-pull pot right here. So if I grab this and go, blort, I I get in the bridge position. I get back and front and back pickup. So neck and bridge. And when I'm in the 2 position, I get all 3 pickups. Roller coaster. Your life is like a roller coaster, baby, babe. Say what? Can you dig it? Neck shape is a, what they're calling it is a deep C neck profile. It's not real fat, I will tell you that. So the deep C is, I would say, a tame C. I'm going to call it a tame C. It's a tame C for, I think it's the most probably neutral C, just so that it's handy for everyone. If you like a bigger neck, you're not going to be horribly disappointed. And if your hands are smaller, you're not going to be like, zoinks! You know what I mean? It is nice looking, isn't it? Well, I'm tweaking the tuners, Jay, because I just took this thing out of the box. So when they come right from the factory, and they may have been sitting for a little bit, it takes a little while for them to behave. So all that being considered, it's doing pretty damn good. It is a floating trem. Crazed Hippie Cult says, what's your fave telly, Greg? I'm going to buy one off Wildwood today. Well, my favorites, of course, my signature Reverend. I'm going to tell you that right now. But if you're talking a Fender Telecaster, I'm a big fan of the Wildwood 1055 Telecasters. The 55's got a nice, I think they call it the 54U shaped neck. But it's not as huge as like the no-caster neck, which I like as well. But it's not as small as maybe the 52U. It's just a nice and it's a delightful feeling neck. For Wildwood 10, it's going to be nice and light. It's ash body, and it is a hello brain. Come on, ash body and a maple neck. And the necks are quarter sawn, so they resonate very, very nicely. Another one I really liked, Wildwood did a Wildwood 10 Fender custom shop of a 62 custom. But if you get one with the ash body with the rosewood neck, now that's a handsome combination. It's a handsome combination. Greg, which would you pick between the V-Mods or the no-caster? Great stuff as always. Well, thank you. These V-Mods seem pretty hot. It's a pretty hot guitar. And that's cool for a lot of stuff. I guess I like something that's just a little more jingle-jangly. That being said, this is a great sounding guitar, and I could make it work. Don't get me wrong. They're a ballsy pickup. I'm going to tell you that right now. The Straps pickups sound great. Woody asks, do you have a favorite collector's choice Les Paul that you've played at Wildwood Guitars? I did buy a Greg Martin collector's choice number 15. I love that one. I love the Ed King one. Nicky was great. That was a good guitar. Well, they were all great. they've got a Mike Bloomfield there right now that's on consignment, and doggone it, it's calling my name. It's saying, trade, come. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Greg, that rug is a disgrace. What are you talking about, Dan, bro? What rug are you talking about? This rug back here? Oh, it's got a lot of wood a fall on it from Dylan breaking the doggone sticks, shredding the sticks. Tom says, Greg, you're so positive. What, in your opinion, just sounds like trash? There's really nothing that I can't make work. Let's just put it that way. The only time I start using the swears, Tom, is when a damn guitar doesn't stay in tune. That's when I start going from zero to boomer rage, as I like to call it, even though I'm Gen X. But my kids say boomer rage. Usually it's resulting in a guitar not staying in tune or my iPhone messing with me, because that's when I start to go crazy. What string gauge are you usually playing? I play 10 through 46. Yeah, that's right, Mike Masters. Drumstick shrapnel. You are correct. Lebowski's rug. Yeah. Woo! Greg, what do you think of Mark Knopfler? He's one of my favorites of all time. That's how I really got involved in the chicken picking to begin with, because I just loved the way. I just loved the way that sounded. That sound, or. Popeye licks. Yeah, I love me some Mark Knopfler. No, Dylan doesn't jam with me during the Wildwood thingies. That's on Friday and Mondays. Mondays and Fridays, Friday and Mondays. And then every other week, we do our live stream with the band. But we didn't do it this last week because of unforeseen circumstances that took us. Everything's okay. Don't get me wrong. But we just couldn't do the live stream on Saturday. But we'll be back. We'll be back on the saddle again. Yeah. Uh-huh. Can you go? Greg, how would you compare the Pro 2 to the Pro 1? Well, I can't really remember the Pro 1s with enough detail. I will say that whatever's going on here, I approve of. And I'll tell you what, they got that blue one. What are they calling that blue? They call it an interesting blue. This one, of course, is the Dark Knight, which I dig. But there's a blue that's almost like a Taos turquoise. And, boy, it looks delicious. Listen to that. No, it's not Lake Placid Blue. Let's figure out what it is. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to have to look on my doggone phone, but that's all right. We're getting to the bottom of the situation. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to look for the Strat. Oh, don't do this to me, you doggone do-gooder. You doggone do-gooder. I don't even know what that means, but it felt pretty good to say it. Doggone do-gooder. There's that blue. I'm going to look and see what the blue is called. They're Miami Blue, they call it. Woo-hoo-hoo, Miami Blue. The Miami Blue looks great. There's also a cool green. What do they call that green? Mystic Surf Green. That's pretty doggone yummy for Drade. Drade approves. Yeah, it's available. They're all available on either maple or rosewood, according to this. I dig it. But Miami Blue looks doggone good. I tell you what. If anyone out there from Fender Musical Instruments is within earshot, if you want to send me a Miami Blue Scooby-Doo to the Orange Roo, I'm here for you. Hear that? That's a little magical talk. Ooh. Greetings from Patagonia. I like it. Are the specs of the Greg Jr. up for discussion today? Well, Tom, it's going to be basically the same kind of core circuit as the Greg amp in terms of it's 2 channels. There's a boost for the second channel, but there'll be independent. There's a lead and rhythm volume, so there's like another cascading level of gain that you can do. And there is reverb on it. There'll be a regular reverb on board. It will not be the in-depth reverb where you can have the 3-button control like the Greg amp. There will be no harmonic vibrato. There will be no OTS circuit. It'll be a single 12 amplifier, and it'll be about $1,000 less, $1,100 less than the Greg amp. And then this amplifier that I'm using right now, this little tweed jobber, this is the little gristle. And, I just love it. It just sounds delicious. It's got a single EL34. The other 2 amps have 2 EL34s. This one you can actually swap out the EL34 for a 6L6 and so on. I think you can do other tubes as well, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check my manual, which hasn't been written yet. Patrick McManus says, criminally underrated guitarist or band in your opinion? You know, I don't really know about the underrated thing. It's just there's a lot of unknown talent out there. You know, and then there's guys that you think everyone knows and then they don't. Like the other day, I posted a little version of me doing Funk 49 in my way, and someone said, Joe Walsh, a criminally underrated guitarist. And I thought, I can think of several million reasons why Joe is not underrated. Are you with me? Who's with me out there? So it's a hard one to say. You could say a lot of the different guitar players from back in the day that really weren't household names. Jeff Beck is underrated. If you look at the fact that everyone knows who Eric Clapton is, everyone knows who Led Zeppelin is and Jimmy Page, but not everyone knows who Jeff Beck is, who's not a guitar player. So would that mean he's underrated? It depends how you want to look at that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? Certainly Roy Buchanan, Danny Gatton, Albert Collins. I mean, the list goes on of people that are known to guitar players and loved by a select group of enthusiasts, but they've managed to not go into the general public consciousness. And that's not a bad thing as far as I'm concerned. If you can make a fine living making the music you want to do and not have to deal with whatever it took to become a Kardashian-level entity, I'd say you're doing good. Who's with me out there, doggone it? The Black Knight Strat. Yes, it is. The Black Knight. It's a beautiful instrument. I like this finish. There's kind of a cool gray burst that they have. You know what I'm saying? Roy Gallagher's another one, yeah. Gallagher there for you, for the kids, after a fashion. Oh, yep, a boo doo 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 boo doo 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 boo ba doo boo. I got a girl, she lives downhill on the hill. She lives somewhere. She don't do it, but her sister will when she do the tube shake boogie. Well, boogie with me, baby, I'm a boogie with me all night. Sounds good. It sounds good. And you know, the thing about it is they're not horribly expensive, which is good. Because sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Am I right? Robert, are you going for your credit card? I like the sound of it. Don't be afraid of it. Ed asked, Greg, have you ever had a chance to play a Schecter Strat from the 1980s? A friend is trying to sell me one, and I can't make up my mind. You know, I never have played one, but didn't Mark Knopfler played a Schecter Strat for a while? Did he not, with the 3 buttons instead of the toggle switch? Yes. Can you dig it? Yeah, Pete Townsend definitely had that black Schecter. I remember that. And then our buddy Ronnie Wood played a Schecter for a while, didn't he? No, that was never mind. I think he may have. Adam says, half the guitars I own are because I watched you demo the models. Greg, how dare you? And thank you. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, Mark Knopfler played the Schecter on those that live record from 1983. That was a great record. What was that record called again? My brain is not what it used to be, and then it was suspect. But yes, ESP, you're right. That Ronnie Wood was an ESPer. That is correct. Levi asked, do you like low, medium, or high action on your guitars? It's probably medium, I would say. Alchemy. Thank you, Ed. Alchemy record. That was a good record. Thank you. Exactly. Tonal of Love. Yeah, those are all good songs. That's the way you do it. Message to Love, Howard U. Rascal. Ooh, stretch those strings a little bit there. I got a message of love, don't you run away. Can you dig it, folks? Well, it is 4:06 on the on this great day, ladies and gentlemen. That bridge pickup sounds good, doesn't it? That's a good one. That's a riff of doom right there. Paul asks, I have a controversial question about stretching strings. I think it's mostly a myth. I don't think they're stretching as much as people think. I think what really is happening is that they're making hard creases where the angles come off the bridge. The rest is seating tight around the tuning posts. You know, Paul, this is an interesting quandary. Um, here's my thought: is when I change the strings, I've said this the other day, but sometimes this can be the aha moment for some people. I know it was for me when I learned it back in the day, because people think that when they change their strings, you know, you got to take them all off. You get your little handy cloth that you put your guitar on, or the thing that you rest the headstock on, or the neck, and then you get your special ointment that you use, and your special rag, and you put a little incense on, put a little Ravi Shankar on, whatever the case may be. You take all the strings off at one time. When it's like hundreds of pounds of pressure off in one fell swoop. And then you go, because you want to get rid of all that nougat that is assembled everywhere in the hard to reach places. And you wipe it all off. And then when you put the strings on, if you like a floating tremolo on a Strat, I mean, this is all based on tension, and you've completely bollocksed it up by taking off all the strings at the same time. That's why it takes forever to get the guitar to behave again, because you've totally messed with the equilibrium of the instrument. So what I say to folk, and what I do, is keep your guitar in tune when you're changing your string. Take one string off, put the new one on, put it in, and then I yank on that sucker until it stays in tune. It doesn't take more than a couple of yanks, and whatever is happening in that yank process is making it stick. And then I go to the next string and do the same damn thing, and I keep the guitar in tune when I do that. And then I can change strings like 10 minutes before a gig and not have to worry about going into some kind of microtonal ambient music project within the first 2 seconds of engaging in spirited musical congress with my music friends at a gig near you. Can you dig it? These are my thoughts. Plastic or bone nut? Bone nut on these guitars. It's a bone nut. A good yank process is essential. Wait, what? I see you. I see what you're saying. Speaking of changing strings, maybe it's because guitarists are more traditionalists than the Amish. Yes. But don't know why all guitars, even acoustics, don't have locking tuners at this point. Yeah, that's a good question. Locking tuners certainly make life a lot easier. Am I right or am I right? Is my wife texting me at this point? She's probably like, get the hell off that live stream. We've got rocking to do. Dinner? What do you want to do? Good question, Sayers. We got to figure out what we're going to do for dinner tonight. It's going to be something delicious, I can tell you that. That's true. All Reverend guitars come with the locking tuners. That is one of the many things that they do that is extremely smart. Can you dig it? Thai might be a good idea. Ribs is always a good idea. Pizza. Oh, man, I haven't had a good pizza in a while. We've been trying not to go out to eat because in the first part of the lockdown, or whatever you want to say, the COVID hideaway, you know, I got all 4 kids at home. So, and the youngest one is 17. So they're all capable of doing a lot of damage with food. And they're all big people, so they like to eat. Tall, that is. And so, not that there's anything wrong with the alternative. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. There's eating going on. And so when we go out to eat, man, it is a major expense. And if we're going out to eat a couple times a week, it adds up in a doggone hurry. So then we got into this habit of each one of the kids making a meal, including and my wife and I would make a meal. And it's been pretty good. We end up defaulting and doing it more than the kids. But they're doing a good job, and when they make delicious feasts, it's delightful. So we haven't been going out to eat that much. So as a result, we've been making homemade pizza, but as we all know, that's a chore. You got to make the special dough and get all the accoutrements and brown the meat and saute the vegetables and get the doggone cheese going and make the sauce and yada, yada, yada. So we haven't had takeout pizza in a long time, but tonight might be the night. Tonight might be the night. All right, folks. How do you like the American Pro offset Telecaster? Jonathan, I have not yet played one of those rascals. I've seen them. I don't mind the double cutaway Telecaster. Can you dig it? Saving money also. Yes, Steve. That is a fact. All right, friends. You have a good night. And be safe out there. Crazy times. as I like to say, some people just say, I just say, be cool. Really? Am I right or am I right? Just be cool out there. Am I right or am I right? Just be cool. Just be cool. Folks, have a pleasant remainder of your day and or night. We will see you back here again on Thursday, 3 p.m. Central Time, doing more Wildwooding. If you're interested in these guitars, I believe we have the links to not these specific guitars, but the same colors and everything on the Wildwood website, and you can go. If you're interested in these specific guitars, you could also call Wildwood and say, what specific guitars was Greg playing on today's live stream in terms of serial number? And they'd be able to go, oh, you want those? We can make that happen. So there you go. Have a good one, y'all. Take it easy. But as the immortal Woody Guthrie used to say, take it easy, but take it. We'll see you later.